This video is all about effects, assigning effects to the house, the front of the house, the monitors, and basically how to, apply effects to a vocal channel. So first, let's get a good sound dry out of this vocal mic. I'm going to use the first method I used in the first video, which is quick professional presets, to get me to a great sounding dry microphone. So let's do this one more time, just to make sure that we all got it. I'm on channel number 1, press the star, vocal, SM58, recall the channel, press home, bring up the fader, and it's a great sounding dry microphone. Now I need to add reverb to this channel. What we talked about is these buttons, when you press them, they flip the mode to the faders. So now the faders become the send. So effect 1, effect 2 correspond to those two engines. So let's first, before I send any effects, let's see what kind of effects we have. So this button, edit, it takes you to the effect processor, so you can adjust the parameters of the effect. There are 2 pages for the reverb, but you can change that reverb too by touching on this square, changing it from room to hall to plate, etc. My favorite on vocal is plate, so I'll choose that plate, and maybe I'll change the reverb time to 3.0 seconds. That's what I typically do. All right, so that's effects number 1. Let's press on effects number 2. Now it's set to mono delay. Let me change that to, let's do a stereo delay. Great. And I can change the left and right independently. And as you can see, there are multiple pages. But for simplicity, I'm going to go back to mono delay. And here we go. Awesome. So I've set those 2 effect processors. I can turn them off with these 2 buttons. This is my return level. That's important. In other words, if these are at 0, no matter what I do in the sends, which I'll show you in a second, you're not going to get any reverb out of the house. So I need to make sure that these are nice to the chevron, which shows unity on the output return of the effects. All right, so let's add effects to my vocals. So I'm going to select channel number 1. Effects number 1. See how the faders flipped? Let me show you one more time. That's my vocal. You can hear it dry. Effects number 1. So now I'm going to move the fader up. I'm going to exaggerate just so you can hear the actual effect. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Great. Now I want to add delay, which is the second effect processor. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Great. So now actually I have both reverb and delay on my vocals. So I'm going to mute the 2 effect processors so I can explain what I'm talking about. All right, so there's no reverb or delay right now. Now, the other question, so now we've got reverb and delay in the house, which is great. But the more important question is, how do I add those effects to monitors? All right, so let's assume aux 1 is monitor number 1, where the vocalist is. So if I press aux 1, now if I move this fader up, I'm getting dry sound out of the monitor itself. Let me get out. Let me turn on the 2 effect processors. Now, when I turn that, I have the house, but I don't have effect in my monitor. The way to do that is, if I press aux 1, which is my monitor, these now become my effects sent to the monitors. In fact, if I press aux number 2, you can see that there's a different level, as so. And this is your master effects send for the monitor. Now, we probably don't hear it yet because my master effects are off. So now you can hear effects in the house and you can hear it in the monitor mix because this is how much of effects I have sent to the monitors. So that is how simple it is to deal with effects both in the house and the monitors. Next, we'll talk about aux sends. Thank you.